on Facebook. These countries, some of these countries have GMO, they grow GMO. I've said many times that Bulgaria, where I'm from, they grow GMO. This company and companies alike go there, pay the government, as they did here. Actually, they're part of the government. And their crops are everywhere. I've been there, I've seen their signs. Because they're so proud of their poison, they put signs on everywhere. I can speak about Syngenta. Syngenta is another evil company that poisons us. I've seen their signs everywhere. I've seen their crops. I've seen their agents going and sampling the farms, the crops of the farms around. So we have to be aware, and we have to let other people, our friends, our community know what's going on. Because people are sleeping. We have to wake them up. People are sleeping. This is our legacy. We have to spread the word. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my neighbor. I'm from Serbia, so I'm inspired by your talk. As you may know, there is a horrible flooding in Serbia currently, and so many towns are wiped out. What's happening currently is we have some people from the USA who are inspecting. They're not really helping with the money, but they have touring around those areas. And the first thought that came to their mind and the first word they utter is the agriculture that's suffering. So even though currently we have no GMO production in Serbia, I'm fearful that after this flooding, that's going to be the offer that's going to be on the table. So let's all fight against that.
That's right. If some people know what happened in Haiti after the horrible hurricane that they had there, Monsanto gave them a ton of seeds, and the Haitians burned them. They took them out to the center and they burned those seeds. They said, we don't want your GMO garbage in our fields. We know what's gonna happen a few generations down the line. We're not gonna be able to get rid of it. So we're gonna take the last few comments and then continue the march back down to the White House. And when we do that, we're gonna have to stay on the sidewalks, I believe. No? We'll see. But if you have any last comments, now's the time.
Right to use the roads and trails. Please understand that.
Yeah, one thing people I think don't understand too much about the GMOs themselves. And you know, people have been modifying plants for a very long time, pretty much as long as they've been farming. And they might find a plant that would grow more fruit, or they might find a plant that could live longer if there was a drought. And those things are generally pretty healthy for us, and nobody has a big problem with that. But that's not what Monsanto is doing. Monsanto they don't care about that stuff. They want plants that can survive if you put copious amounts of Roundup on them. And guess who makes the Roundup? Monsanto! So they were putting that Roundup on plants before, and that's the traditional food that we've been eating. But this stuff, they can put 3 or 4 times the amount of Roundup, and it kills the weeds. But you know what? Yeah, so Roundup is a weed killer. It kills the weeds. It's an herbicide, a weed killer, and it's made from the same stuff that Agent Orange was made of. Monsanto made Agent Orange back in the 60s, and that was proven to be a very unhealthy thing. So you got all this Roundup on our food, and they don't wash it off or anything. It just absorbs into the food, and then it's in all of our food. And we don't have a Roundup deficiency. I don't need more Roundup. We're just fine without it. In fact, you can grow food without any weed killers at all. People have been doing it for a long time. So we don't need that stuff. We don't want it. Another thing that they do, like that people were saying, is the seeds that only grow for 1 year, and then they have to buy more, and they do it just so that people keep having to come back to them for more seeds. It's just, the things that they're doing are useless. We don't want this, and so we should have some say. We're almost everybody, and it's just a few people who are making all these crazy decisions for us and poisoning the rest of the world, and we need it to stop.
Who told us GMOs are safe? That's right, the fucking company that made them. Get out there, tell your friends. I'm a flight attendant. I'm on a plane most of the days of the month. I tell every single person I encounter. They roll their eyes at me. They think I'm crazy, but hopefully my badgering and my information will get through and they'll finally see. So I'm spreading the word around the world, people. Tell your friends, tell your family. Don't give up if they're upset that you're badgering them. You're saving their lives. You're saving our lives. Keep it up.
Thank you. Awesome.
No, you're on video.
Hey everybody, my name is Nicholas. I'm a firm believer in the power of psychic activism. So very quickly, if possible, if you'll join me for one moment. If we could all feel our feet on the ground for one moment. This is the earth beneath us. This is what we're fighting for. This is what we're here for, is the earth, is the people who are made of earth. And then feel your heads and how you connect to the sky. Just for a moment, if 5 of you join me, that's all that really matters, because it's more powerful than one. And then occupy your heart space right here. This is where you are the most powerful. It's from your heart. Our mind is very intelligent. Yes, we can create, we can combine, we can speak from our minds, our intellect, but our hearts are really where the transformation happens. So now that you've connected to the earth, you've connected to the sky, connected to your heart, I'd like to do 2 things with this power that we've harnessed here. 3 things. Yeah, I've got 2, I'll take. You can do anything you want with it, really. You can do anything you want with this power. And I would ask you to, as often as possible, with groups of people, to visualize that which you want for the world, for yourself, for your neighbors, to visualize it, to paint the picture. The pictures that I would like to paint include the flowering of consciousness on the tops of all of our heads, beautiful flowers opening on our crowns, to receive the light, to increase consciousness, to increase knowledge and being and presence throughout the world. All of you, I see flowers opening, and I see them opening on our neighbors, even on the people in this building. I see a flower opening inside the very center of the mind of Barack Obama, our president. I also see vines. I see vines traveling up to the 10th floor of this building, into Monsanto's headquarters, and filling all the spaces where they are allowed to blossom. Vines, water, the earth, the forces, the silent vibrations of all of our thoughts. Please harness that now. Please come to your hearts and harness the silent vibrations. And I see them dissolving. I see Monsanto, the forces of darkness, dissolving. Thank you.
You guys know what's going on in Colorado right now? A lot of ganja smoking. In fact, I'll make a separate announcement about that when I'm done with the first one. Separate announcement is that actually, I'll go with the first announcement. In Colorado, they are collecting signatures from Colorado residents to put a GMO labeling ballot initiative in place. Yeah. What's also happening in the state of Oregon, we talked about how Oregon just passed GMO bans in two counties, yes. But they're also collecting signatures to do a ballot initiative statewide. So it's not just those 2 counties that won, it's also throughout the entire state. They have to get like 89,000 signatures by July 3rd. So that costs a lot of money. And if every one of us put in $10 and donate $10 to the folks in Oregon, Colorado, and also Arizona is doing ballot initiatives. In fact, 38 states around the country have some sort of legislation pending either in the state house legislature or amongst the people to put some sort of restrictions or bans on GMOs. In America, 38 states, that's more than half the United States. That is a lot of progress. When we started this, people were like, what's a GMO? And you kind of have to explain, you know, a GMO, it's genetically modified organism. Or what the Monsanto wants to start using is the word biofortified. Like somehow the genetics that are thrown into it are going to fortify it or something. But we all know that Roundup is toxic. No matter what you do, if you take it, in fact, if we were to take everyone's urine and we had a urine test for everyone here, you would find in parts per million concentrations glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup, in your urine right now. Nursing mothers, they found it in your breast milk. So we go back to say you are what you eat, and we're becoming genetically modified. So back to Colorado real fast. Some of you guys are DC residents, some of you aren't. I am a DC resident, and right now we are in the process of collecting signatures to legalize marijuana here in DC. So if you are a DC resident, come find me and sign my petition. Only DC voters can sign this by law. But if you are a DC voter, I want your signature so we can put it on the ballot. We have to get 22,373 signatures by July 7th. So we're halfway there. Anyways, this is the March Against Monsanto. This is an open mic against Monsanto. I think we're about ready to wrap it up and start moving. I think we have another announcement and then we're going to start rolling soon.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm here with Food Not Bombs, and we were just handing out free food at Franklin Square behind us. We do this every Saturday from 2 to 4. We cook at the Peace House, which is this local house, and we prepare food for over maybe between 20 to 40 people every Saturday, so y'all should join us if you have the time. And also we have some free non-GMO veggies right here for anybody who wants to take them home today. They're free.
Thank you! Yeah, thank you!
Last thing and I'll be out of your face. Everybody who's taking pictures, I think we should tag all of the mainstream media because obviously they don't care enough. I think we should tag all of them. I think we should tag, this is, by the way, this was her idea. She has a beautiful sign. I think it's a great idea. I think we should tag all of them, USA 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and force them to listen to us and see who we really are. Peace, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, the media is also very active on Twitter, so if you're active on Twitter, go ahead and shout at the media for us. Okay, I think we're going to start heading back. Yeah.